Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We're going to pour one out for an actor that I certainly, really tragic loss for me. And the movies he was in, the small situations that I remember forever, and recite his lines from this movie. We'll have that in a few seconds at the end of Music Entertainment News. But first off, Coachella was over the weekend. Seemed like a lot of people had a hard time getting into Coachella in that area. There's a lot
They're
of
still waiting in line.
It's funny, like they were almost. Some people I saw saying it's Fire. This is Fyre Fest 2. This is it because of the trying to get in and all that. But
I
hey,
know, because they're like, we're just in hell. This sucks.
it wasn't our problem. We just got to watch the clips online. So Green Day closed out Coachella on Saturday evening with a near 2-hour, 18-song set that spanned the band's incredible catalog of hits. They had guests on stage, and here's what it sounded like when they played American Idiot. And they changed the lyrics a little bit, too. I remember when
American Idiot.
You know, Green Day, pretty good band.
I'm a
Hear the
fan.
car horns honking because they're waiting in line. Yay!
They were like, Billy, don't talk too much between songs because you'll hear horns. People are like, I can't get in. Weezer, our friends Weezer, who also had some controversy in the last week with Scott Schreiner's wife, the bass player of Weezer, arrested for attempted murder at their home after pointing a gun at police officers. Well, you know, they played. They played anyway. He had to make that money for the upcoming court cases.
The band must go on. It's like the Titanic.
And I remember this is so cool because Weezer played under Sam. I know you do this often covers and have fun with it, but they played under Sandman at our Ahoy show at the Aragon. That was unbelievable. Here's what Weezer sounded like at Coachella. Crowd's into it. Well, there you go. Weezer at Coachella.
Imagine how many people his wife would have shot if she was stuck in that line. Just with anger and rage.
You can't get over that, can you, Kenzie? People trying to get in.
I'm just saying.
We didn't send you to Coachella. You didn't get stuck. It'll be okay.
You're getting mad at people you're just looking at,
Hey,
not getting in.
I'm not mad. I'm just like, this is what I've been saying. Nobody's listening to me.
Kenzie has a little bit of a hard time when it's big shows, like let's say it's Soldier Field show or even a Tinley Park show, getting in and out is a lot of the stress. She wants to be teleported or have a drone lift her into her seat somehow, and then just that drone comes back and picks her up afterward. It would be cool. I'm with you.
Right. I don't see what the big deal is.
Sometimes the struggle for the art is nice, and then you get there and it's worth it, you know? It's worth it. Nope.
No, I like hearing the clips right now. I think they sound great.
Yeah, it's
Sounds awesome.
Almost like you were there. Didn't have to do
Right.
it. Over the weekend in Chicago, huge national news, but locally, obviously, in C2E2 with the Breakfast Club cast reuniting for the first time in 40 years, leaving a, quote, one star, very emotional. Now, as Emilio Estevez, a lot of times he hates nostalgia looking back and doing these reunions. The other people, I think they wanted to do it more. Molly Ringwald, Ali Sheedy, Judd Nelson, Anthony Michael Hall. For the first time in 40 years, the Chicago movie, The Breakfast Club, which Case has reviewed, by the way.
I reviewed it for the 40th anniversary a month ago.
Do you remember your rating? Because you kind of liked it, but you didn't like some parts of it.
It was a 5.5 out of 10. I had some issues with the way they just completely disrespect the weird redhead girl at the end of the movie. They have to normalize her and mainstream her and make her fit into Reagan's America. And I was just not a fan of how that movie ended whatsoever.
I believe your quote was, let the goth girl be the goth girl.
Let the goth girl be the goth girl. And also rebrand Hooters as Goth Hooters, and then that restaurant would be okay.
I still don't think you'd go.
Well, no, but I'm afraid of women. What am I going to do, talk to them? Come on now.
You can't even order
Yeah,
food from them?
he's sweating.
Shaking.
Yeah.
Because she's a hot Hooters goth girl.
Oh, God, I'd fold so quickly. I would
He
not be
thinks
able
that
to
if you
handle
order
that.
food, you get a lap dance. Just relax.
A lot of our listeners made it to see this reunion. I was pretty excited to see the video because I think it's one of the best movies of all time, without question, and about certainly high school movies and the other parts of it. But to see them all together on stage is pretty cool. They all have aged incredible. They're all almost 60 years old at this point. And that was over at C2E2. A lot of our listeners were there. That was really cool. Staying in the movie world, got to pour one out. This really hit me. So the actor's name, when it comes up, you might be going like, who? Passed away over the weekend. Very sad. Nicky Katt has passed away. Again, you're probably saying, who is that? Well, he was in Boiler Room, which is a movie that Case has to see on his list. Once he passed away, in fact, you got tons of DMs about Boiler Room specifically.
Everybody hit me up about Boiler Room yesterday. I had never heard of it, but then I obviously Googled it, and it sounds like a fantastic movie.
Kenzie, I think you would love it. I don't think you've seen it, but
I have not seen Boiler Room, but I know that Nicky Katt was also in School of Rock and A Time to Kill.
yes, he was the redneck a-hole brother in the beginning, rapist.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And Secondhand Lions, which is a phenomenal movie. Have you ever seen it?
He was such a good actor. He was in The Dark Knight Rises, a small role as a cop. He played a lot of complete a-holes, and he leaned into it so good. And this is my favorite role he ever did was, and by the way, Kenzie, Boiler Room is kind of a prequel or sequel to Wolf of Wall Street, depending on how you want to play it out.
I didn't know that.
What's your favorite line of Wolf of Wall Street is?
I'm not leaving.
You get Vin Diesel before Fast and Furious in Boiler Room.
And also Giovanni Ribisi, and I know nobody has ever said this before, but I'm a huge Giovanni Ribisi fan. I think he is so talented in Saving Private Ryan, Friends, and most importantly, My Name is Earl. That guy's awesome.
Well, then you have to see Boiler Room.
Okay, all right.
It's his movie. He's the main star. You get Ben Affleck, which is just for one kind of crazy speech that stays with you. Yeah,
And also Scott Conn, who was in Entourage. I'm
Scott
looking
Conn.
at the IMDb right now. What a cast this is. Giovanni Ribisi, Vin Diesel, Scott Conn, and one seat of Ben Affleck.
Well, now I'm surprised I haven't seen Boiler Room.
Yeah. It's about
Sometimes when you name a bunch of actors, I'm like, maybe I have seen it.
I don't know. Well, I would say this. There's two movies in my life that I always say needed sequels. And I guess Boiler Room kind of got one with Wolf of Wall Street in a way. Is that one and Rounders with Matt Damon. Should have gotten a sequel. And Matt Damon's talked about, his career went pretty well. Pretty well with the Born Identity.
Mm-hmm.
But that movie should have got a sequel. Anyway.
Wow.
Anyway, back to Nicky Katt. Pouring one out for him. He played the greaser in Dazed and Confused. Case reviewed that movie as well. Didn't love it too much.
It's just a movie where nobody has any hobbies. All they do is drive around and pick on people.
We may pull these reviews. I'm not liking the two. Breakfast Club, Dazed and Confused. We might stop doing these.
Well, Dazed and Confused at least has Parker Posey in it. That's a win. And then also this character, Clint. Phenomenal character.
Clint was so good. And there's a scene when they're having the beer bust out in the woods at night. And Adam Goldberg, who was in Saving Private Ryan as well, and plays Mike Newhouse, and he bumps into Clint, just bumps his shoulder, and then he says something. He says, like, someone's getting high. And, and Clint didn't like that he was judging him. Whoop, that's Weezer. My bad.
Wow.
Still,
Dazed and Confused has a different tone than I remember.
I swear to God, I was like, I can't believe they have Weezer playing in the background of this. I don't remember that at all.
Nope, that one's sorry. Here's the audio from Dazed and Confused, the fight scene at the beer bust, which I love so much. Pour one out for Nicky Katt.
Some weed, bro?
He says, someone's smoking some weed after he bumps into him.
Man, someone's smoking some weed, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, slow down. Yeah, what's up? Hey, how's it going? What'd you just say? When? Just now, man, when you walked past. What'd you say? About what? You said someone's toking some reefer.
No, I said something about smelling some pot. No, it's just an observation.
Oh, an observation, huh? Well, who the hell are you, man? Isaac Newton? Well, guess what, genies? I'm the one smoking marijuana, mother. You got a problem with that?
No, of course not.
Oh, why'd you say that, Chief? Come on, man, don't let your mouth write a check your butt can't cash. So I'm blazing with my friends, so I'm a pothead, man. What's it to you, huh? Huh? What's the matter? Out of observations? Why don't you observe while I punch your teeth down? Bro, come on!
Look, relax.
He's cool, man. Relax. Hey, I'll be watching you, Newton. I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
But he was right. Like, he was smoking weed.
Yeah, he goes like, so I'm a pothead. So what, man? You got a Isaac effing Newton?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You really love that
I
scene.
love that. I quote it. And by the way,
What else you got for me?
They Live with Roddy Piper kind
Oh.
of stole that line from that movie where he says, I came here to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum. And so they kind of stole that line because that movie came out before They Live.
I always assumed They Live came out before Dazed and Confused because I know the line is a Roddy Piper line, not as a Dazed and Confused line. But no, you're right. They Live. Well, actually, They Live came out in 1988.
Oh,
so
you know what? I was wrong. They stole the line from They Live.
That makes more sense.
Oh, crap.
You just made up a fact?
I think I did.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And we would be remiss if we only honored this once during the show. As we go back in time, 20 years ago today, the debut of one of the greater reality shows of all time, Deadliest Catch, 20 years ago, premiered on the Discovery Channel, actually officially on April 12th, 2005. Show followed, of course, the crab fishermen aboard fishing vessels in the Bering Sea during the Alaskan king crab and snow crab fishing seasons. As of January 2025, filming for season 21 has begun. I think a lot of people like myself didn't know they were still making new episodes.
Still crab to catch.
Yeah. Well, we still got to eat.
We still got to eat.
Yep.
Girls got to eat.
They're still out there.
Right.
The show won
Get your
16.
ass out there.
The show won 16 Emmys, has been nominated 51 times.
Well deserved.
And it was a showcase. Is it your favorite show of all time?
Well, it's my favorite reality show of all time.
Got
There's
it.
nothing even close. I love this show. I love the fact that at any moment, anybody could die, any ship could capsize, the Coast Guard might have to come out. It's a world that I would have no knowledge of whatsoever if it wasn't for this show, and I find the world be absolutely fascinating.
If we weren't doing Swingers this week for your movie review on
Yes.
Friday, I would have you do The Perfect Storm,
Oh, I've heard of that. I, of course, have not seen it.
which is with Mark Wahlberg and George Clooney. John C. Reilly before Step Brothers.
Hey-o.
So he's not funny John C. Reilly. He's
So
serious.
he's not funny.
Yeah, he's serious John C. Reilly. Before that, he was a pretty serious
so funny
actor.
because that's the kind of notice I have to give to my husband when we watch stuff. Like, whoa, I know you saw him in Step Brothers. Hold on.
There's a movie called Casualties of War. Not funny in that at all. Terrible.
That's how he was when he watched Severance for 3 minutes and 40 seconds. He goes, well, he's not like his Step Brothers character at all. I'm like, no, he's not. No.
That's so funny. Because there's not, I'm telling you how many actors, like a lot of them will change, funny, serious, but John C. Reilly did all serious. And then, I'm not saying Step Brothers was the over-under because I'm trying to, Talladega Nights, was that before?
Talladega Nights was before, and then he did, Rock Hard, the Dewey Cox story, and then Step Brothers, I think.
Wow, all those were before Step Brothers.
I think so. I know. It's a crazy world we live in, Brian.
I didn't think we'd get on that arc talking about Deadliest Catch for a second.
Into John C. Reilly. What else? No one else is doing this.
No one is.
No one else is celebrating Deadliest Catch today.
No, you should. Kenzie doesn't really care. Just wants
Never seen an episode.
She just wants the crab on her table. She doesn't want to see how they catch the crab.
I don't know how it's made, if you know what I'm saying.
How the butcher cuts the meat,
Yeah. How they catch the crab. It's none of my business.
The sacrifice, the life, the amount of Red Bulls they drank on that show is record-setting.
Not good. And we love Red Bull around here, but not that much.
Yeah, I was drinking 3 a morning at one point, doing this morning show, and when I was back in the sludge days too, doing it. But when I saw that show and saw them drink Red Bull, I go, I'm good. I can keep drinking 3. These guys are drinking cases on
I'm
one
a
trip.
beacon of health.
Yeah,
I'm not even smoking. I'm fine.
yeah. I got the amount of smoke and Red Bull, and also the boat's almost capsizing half the time.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah. That's 20 years ago. I can't believe that show came out. And it did change things. It led to shows afterward. I think it was Ice Truckers. Is that the one it's called?
Ice Road Truckers.
Ice Road Truckers.
That's another crazy show. That's a job somebody has. We live a
That's
blessed.
what is it? It's just truck drivers when the weather's bad? Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Okay.
You want to come over and watch it this weekend?
Not really.
Yeah, my father-in-law is coming in this weekend for Easter, and he watches the Gold Rush one now.
Oh, my God, yeah.
And he sat down and started watching it. I kind of wanted to watch something else. We have one TV.
What did you want to watch?
Well, I wanted to watch the
Something
challenge.
else.
I had to catch up on the challenge.
That's right.
But he sat down, and then I started watching it, and then he was done. I go, no, we're watching the next episode, right? What happens next?
That show's awesome.
It's so good. And then Mike Rowe actually was the voice in Deadliest Catch. You had Dirty Jobs, which started before that. That was the first, I think, show like that of Dirty Jobs. And they're kind of like, well, why don't we just go into everybody's job is really tough and do it?
It's amazing.
And
It's
they
almost
did
like
it.
everybody can just be filmed at all times and we'll watch it.
Pawn Stars wasn't before that, was it?
Pawn Stars was late 2000s, early 2010s.
So that definitely spawns, no pun intended, from Deadliest Catch.
Yeah. Hey, what if we brought a bunch of old stuff to Las Vegas? People will eat that up, right? 25 million viewers for first-run episodes.
You got to realize the impact of Deadliest Catch and what it did.
Change the world.
It is crazy because it is just not my genre. I've watched none of these. None of it's my genre of reality TV. But when I tell you the dating shows dropped, Rock of Love, Flavor of Love, Daisy of Love, like that's my genre of reality TV shows.
I watched all those as well,
Okay.
especially Daisy of Love.
We didn't even make it all the way through because she had so many issues, unfortunately.
Who would have thought?
I love New York, classic, an icon. She raised me.
I love how John checked in from 7-8 just said, my dad watches the most boring show, The Curse of Oak Island.
Now, that one I don't know.
What the hell is that?
The Curse of Oak Island, as we all Google it at the same time.
I know. Who can type fast this?
Oak Island is a tree-covered island on the south shore of Nova Scotia that has intrigued treasure hunters for more than 200 years. It is believed that the island is hiding one of the greatest treasures of all time, but no one has been able to find it. Enter Rick and Marty Legina.
Vagina? No, it's not.
It's spelled...
Vagina?
How's it spelled? Come on.
It's spelled L-A-Gina.
Vagina.
Vagina. That's how you say it. Vagina. Go ahead.
Anyways, the Leginas are looking for some treasure.
Brendan's got a mangina.
It all goes back to Step Brothers. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to watch it.
That sounds awesome. I love treasure.
The second I have to be, and this isn't like meant to be mean.
Okay, but it's going to be super mean.
I'm not trying to be a bitch, but
I type in The Curse of Oak Island, 12 seasons. You still haven't found the treasure?
Nope.
It's probably not there.
Connor,
The curse sounds like the show itself. And I see the faces of these two guys, and I'm immediately out. I know that they're not going to entertain me based off their face. It's not my kind of show.
does he have vagina face?
No, but they have like your genre. Like they could have been on Pawn Stars. They could have been on the what's the one where you go to
American
storage
Pickers.
units?
Well, that's Storage Wars.
I can't. I'm not into it.
Connor and Elgin checked in. He said, Effing Oak Island, that GD show has had me locked in for the last 12 years. Haven't found a GD thing, though.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Oak Island, son of a bitch.
Jonas, son of a bitch.
All right, hit us up with your takeaways from today's show. 312-591-8300, something that was memorable to you on today's show. Check in it with right now. Text us, 312-591-8300. Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Lauren on her way in. And we have your takeaways from today's show, things that were memorable to you. That's what we love about doing the show at the end. We kind of sit back and let you text in what stayed with you. And sometimes it just really does blow our mind. We can't remember what was said 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago. But you guys bring it back, something that was memorable to you. Case, what do you got?
Herm checked in on the text line. His takeaway, I just want to talk to Kenzie about the Curse of Oak Island.
Just want to talk to her.
I just want to talk to him.
Why do you have a shotgun?
I just want to talk to him.
Dad, this is ridiculous.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
It is not his
I
fault.
just want to shoot him. I just want to talk
You
to him.
can't shoot him.
Kenzie, what do you got?
Brett texted in. Takeaway. Aisha Coleman, son of a bitch.
Jonas, son of a bitch.
Her ears are burning somewhere. And finally, Maddie checked in, 630, takeaway. I can't wait for racism to be over tomorrow. Thank you, Portillo's, all caps. Oh, hell yes. A lot of fun today. A lot of good stuff. Case, what's on the podcast?
Well, we learned that racism is going away tomorrow because Portillo's is launching a new breakfast menu. Obviously, that all makes sense even if you're just joining us. All that information on the breakfast menu is on the Brian and Kenzie podcast. Also, Brian humiliated himself in front of the entire city of Milwaukee. Super embarrassing incident over the weekend.
Ugh.
That lives on the Brian and Kenzie podcast. And naturally, like everybody's doing this morning, we celebrated the 20th anniversary of Deadliest Catch.
That's right.
And if you missed that conversation, it's on the Brian and Kenzie podcast.
Where you get your podcasts anywhere, and also make sure you download the Q101 app on your phone. It's right there, too.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.